My daddy likes robots.
Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast. Let's talk Transformers. Alright, we're looking at a big guy today, a really big figure. I'm going to let him introduce himself. This is Transformers Dark of the Moon, Leader Class Starscream. That's right. And he is a member of the Anyway, enough with that. Yeah, this is Leader Class Starscream from Dark of the Moon, and it is the G1 retro painted figure. As you know, the movie series made Starscream the F-22 Raptor, whereas in the original G1 series he was the F-15 Eagle. But for this limited edition figure, they gave him the G1 paint job, which is pretty cool. Some call this a GDO figure, which is pretty cool, I guess. Some have even referred to it as a masterpiece figure. I don't know about that, but it definitely fits the bill of being as big as a masterpiece figure. Let's take a look at the packaging. Obviously, you can see the top there. It says Movie Trilogy Series. A lot of Asian writing down on the bottom. Nice picture of the F-22 alt mode, Starscream, Decepticon symbol, blah blah blah. Let's turn it around. Technical data. There's all of his tech specs. Strength is an 8. Intelligence is a 4. I think that's underestimating Starscream quite a bit. His speed is a 10. Yeah, I'll give him that. Endurance is a 7. It's pretty good. Rank is a 9. Yeah, I'll give him that. Courage is a 5. It's about right. Maybe a little bit higher. Fire Blast is an 8, and Skill is an 8. It's probably about right. On the back, a couple nice pictures of Starscream. We've got him in alt mode and robot mode, obviously, showing off of his Gatling guns and missiles that come out of his arms. And if you can see here, electronic lights and sounds, jet engine and air combat sounds, Starscream speaks, light up eyes and chest, automatic conversion sounds. So yeah, there's a really annoying amount of transforming sounds that will happen during this video, that if I take out the battery I can probably stop, but that's a whole other process. And on the other side is his bio, which if you want to read, just pause the video there and you can read it. Anyway, this is a really big figure, lots to get into. Let's get it open. Alright, so as I mentioned, this guy is really big, and there is just no way I'm going to get the entire figure in one shot, so we'll do this thing in parts. So we've got the figure in his robot mode right now, and to be honest, I've never been really, happy with the way that the movie figure looked in robot mode. They're movie figures, and there's just too much going on. All of this in here, right? There's just so much to do, like so much going on that you can't really make out a really decent robot, form. It's not smooth, it's not sleek, it's definitely not a G1 looking figure at all. So, like I said, I've never been really fond of the movie figures, but I mean, it's a Starscream, it's big, it's got a light and sound gimmick, so it's cool. Taking a look at kind of the articulation, these guys are huge, so let's take a quick peek at articulation wise. The feet have like pivots and joints all over the place. You've got like an ankle pivot there, like a tilt. You've got toes that you can move side to side. They're pretty stiff, but it helps for stability for sure. You can also bring down this thing here, and that, you know, if you really wanted to do a messed up foot looking thing, you could do that. I like to keep it semi foot looking, so I generally bring the toes together, do a little bit of a spread, and leave it like that. So that's the way I generally have my foot. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Obviously, if you, as you can see, you can do a like a calf swivel or a shin swivel. Then just above it is the knee. So there's kind of like a double knee joint there. It's a reverse joint, so he can kind of do like a messed up leg there. So yeah, there's lots of joints in the leg. Then onto the hip, you've got a universal ratchet. So front and back, and side to side. Lots of ratcheting there. This kind of joint in the hip is what the Crazy Devi CD-36 hip and waist part needed. This is a solid joint, but unfortunately, as you can tell from the video that I shot, the joint that they put in that add-on is just a piece of shit. There is no waist or articulation. It's just a solid piece there. Moving up into the arms, there's quite a lot in the arms actually. I'm just going to move my camera here just because it's so big. He's going to stand for me. Stand. Yeah, moving up into the arms, we've got a nice amount of shoulder jointage here. As you can see here, the shoulders go in and out, and I really like how they got this kind of piston looking piece of plastic that goes in and out with it. I really do like that. It's very robotic, and I like the touch on there. As far as the actual joint in the shoulder, it's a nice ratchet joint that goes side to side there. It would go 360 if it weren't blocked by this piece of plastic right here. It just kind of stops right there. Now you can move the arm, and then you can get it to go 360. As far as up and down motion goes, you can get a lot of range of motion on that. If you wanted to even move it around, you can get him to put his arm all the way up too. So yeah, all kinds of range of motion in the shoulder joint. There is a bicep swivel. You can get them to go 360. You got an elbow joint that will go a little further than 90 degrees. Then you've got all the way down to the hand, and the hands are interesting. I'm a little wonky because he's got two thumbs, one on either side. Let me move the camera again to show you. Alright, so there is the hand. Get some light on it here. And as you can see, he has two thumbs. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be able to move one away or whatnot, but that's just a weird looking hand. Now, it's definitely, I mean, you can write it off to the fact that he's a robot, not from Earth kind of thing, and he has two thumbs. That's what they have. But yeah, it's just interesting that that's the way they went with this one. And lastly, there is a joint in his chest for the arms that I missed, and that is to be able to put like his arms out in front of him like that, so he could do like he's reading a book or something. But yeah, so no, that's there's a lot of good jointage on his arms, lots and lots. So, and lastly, his head His head is not really well articulated. It'll go side to side. You're only going to get maybe 45 degrees out of that. There's a peg in there that's stopping it from moving all the way around. But what you do get is his top of his head's. I'm not even showing you. Move the camera, damn it. Alright, his head. His head will go side to side like so, but that's about it. You're only going to get 45 degrees because there is a peg in there, in the side of his head. But what you will get is his head will separate and the top of his head makes it look like he's talking. For the light and sounds gimmicks, I showed you the first one at the beginning. When you pull down,
Starscream.
It opens up his chest a bit,
Decepticons.
and his head moves up a little bit too, so that activates the gimmick.
Decepticons.
There is another light and sound gimmick that you can just simply press with a button. The button is on his back here, the Decepticon symbol. That is the button. And by pressing that, he's probably going to repeat his name again. Well, that's the jet sound, and obviously he lit up. And then now we've got him. He'll probably say his name again.
Starscream.
There you go. So obviously that button press doesn't activate the motion gimmicks here, like the opening and closing of the chest here, or the head going up and down. But that's about it for articulation and movement. There is one other sound gimmick, and that's the transformation sound that you're going to hear a lot of when we get into the transformation here. Simply put, he does it constantly. I think this is a button here. There you go. So just at the top, just right here, is a button that by simply moving the figure around, this gets compressed, and he makes the sound. So he makes it a lot. He's going to make it an awful lot. So let's get that started, and we'll get some transformation done. First things you want to do is you want to separate or take the legs out of here, just like this. There we go. And we want to just kind of keep them out of the way, because the legs are the last to be combined into the main transformation, into robot mode, but they're also the last thing you deal with when putting them into jet mode. So we just need to keep them out of the way. Next step, we're just going to flip the nose cone up, and we're going to hide the head. And we're going to get that transformation sound. There it is. Perfect. So now we've got the nose cone done. And by simply moving this thing around, there's the noise again. Alright, moving on. We are going to do the arms. And the arms need to be detached because they are very well attached, pegged all over the place actually. So we're going to unpeg the chest right there, and we're going to unpeg the arm here. There we go. We're going to do the same on the other side. There's a peg there and a peg in there. Perfect. Now while we're dealing with this, we can just swing these things down. Come on. Get them out of the way because they're not needed anymore. Perfect, perfect. Okay. And now we just have to kind of prepare this wing area, these arms. While I'm talking about it here, I kind of missed it when we were doing the arms. There is a button on the arms, this red tab here. By flicking it back, you deploy the arm cannon. And on this side, flick it back, Gatling gun. Cool. Alright, so now we're just kind of messing around with this. Alright, so let's get this. Just got to straighten it out here, because this part here, right here, is part of the wing, and it's got to line up with this. So we've got some straightening to do here. So we're going to pull it back. I hate these big figures. So much to do. So here we go. And we just, it's on a double hinge. Pop it up here. And we get it into place on that double hinge. So there we go. So that part's now in the right spot. And we've got this back tail fin here. And the arms. We can collapse the hands and that'll get them out of the way. You just kind of fold them up on each other. And it kind of makes a bit of a box here. Same on the other side, obviously. Perfect. Now we're going to just kind of prepare this side too. Double hinge. Perfect. Okay. And bring this up. Great. Now we've got the arms sticking out the back here. We need to get these arms flipped all the way around and tucked into here. It sounds harder than it is. But what we want is we want these blue pieces on the top. We want them both facing up. And we want these little larger pieces of plastic here. See the tab? It connects into the other one here. And it needs to be on the top as well. So we're going to see how that collapses there. I love that. So we need it to be just like that. We need the other one to be like that as well. So we need that one to be like that. We need to spin that around. Perfect. And bring it around like so. And now we just need... Oh, there goes the sound gimmick again. Now we just need to peg in the back of the arms. Just like that. And we're just going to straighten everything out. Make sure it's all in the right spot. We're going to try and see if we can get the tail fins to come down. There we go. It's going to go down. Cool. Okay, I think we've got the arms in there now. Since we're up top right now, we'll do the wings. The wings, they're just on a nice little spring hinge here. We're going to bring them down. We need to bring them down past this piece here, because they lock into this piece. So whether you bring this piece up, kind of like that, and get it out of the way, and then you bring this piece back down, either or, it doesn't matter. Regardless, you need to get it down so that these pieces can lock in together like that. Perfect. So get that back up, and now we peg it all together like this. Great. And there are the wings for the F-22. And essentially, you're pretty close to being done. Just need to fix these. Whoops. Push those in. And right now, you've got an F-22 kind of in a Gerwalk mode, because he's done as far as the plane mode goes, but he's just got these giant legs kicking out of the bottom. And that's fine, that's supposed to be like that. We just got to deal with the legs now. Shut up. Alright, so on the back of the plane mode, you're going to see some pegs. Alright, we've got two dark pegs here. They are going to peg into here, and we've got two ports here, and they are going to peg into the backs of the legs. So we can bring, whoops, We're going to bring that down there, but you're going to notice that the pegs that are on the legs, they don't want to line up. So what we've got to do is we've got to spin the legs right around like that, and now they line up. Perfect. Now all that back is done. We've only got one more real area to do, and that's the front. These center pieces on the legs, they peg together. Just twist them in. There's a lot of pegging. That they can go together like that. Bring these down like so. Just like that. Perfect. And we've got 2 more pegs to do and we're done. There's a couple ports right here. A couple pegs on the bottom there. And let's just peg them all in. Make sure you keep everything else pegged together because it likes to come unpegged. And you're going to have to line this up because it doesn't go in automatically. There's one. And once you get one, yes, I know. Once you get one, the other one is definitely more difficult. Come on. Yeah, that all came unpegged there. There we are. Yes. Okay, did I get it? Oh, the back of this thing is coming undone. Just got to get this part pegged back in because it's come undone now. I can definitely see how they would think that this figure is a masterpiece figure. You know, they would kind of give it that distinction, but it's not got the same ease that masterpiece figures have. It just doesn't go together as smoothly. So, alright, we are done, I think. The F-22 is together. Very well. Alright, so there we go. He is in F-22 mode. And the F-22 mode for this is phenomenal. It looks really, really good. There's even a little sticker on the top here that, yes, that tells you where the batteries are. If you look on the bottom, we've got some landing gear. If you want to use the landing gear, you just pull that out. It's not hidden like a masterpiece figure would have it hidden, but it is there. So you just kind of pop that out, pull the landing gear down here, and you've got it. There it is. And yeah, so there's the F-22 Leader Class figure. He does have some missiles, so these are them. Nothing much. We just peg those in on the bottom here. And oh boy. Alright, so yeah, there he is. And he looks great. I mean, he looks really good in the jet mode. I mean, don't get me wrong, he looks really good in the robot mode. He looks just like the Starscream in the movie, but I just don't like him in that mode. The kibble on the bottom there's tons of it. He's not sleek, but they do a pretty good job of getting it all hidden up in there. But yeah. If you have any questions about this video, please feel free to ask me in the comment section here on the on the YouTube video. If you want to follow me on Twitter, please do. I got lots of pictures on Twitter, and I'm always tweeting about something Transformers. So follow at CybertronBeast on Twitter. And I also have a Facebook page. Lots of stuff going on the Facebook page as well. So just search Cybertronian Beast on Facebook, and you'll find me there. And if you like this video, please subscribe. You'll get all the other videos that I do before anyone else, and I really appreciate anyone that's already subscribed. We just passed 100 subscribers, and I think you all are totally awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Cybertronian Beast, and I'll talk to you later.